Today I'm gonna show you how to make the easiest modal implementation in ReactJS. So let's go. Over here in app.js we have some dummy component that consists of title, some text and some image. You can see it rendered in the browser. We are gonna use this component to render it in the modal. I also prepared modal folder and two files in it, modal.css for styles and modal.js for the component itself. Let's import styles here. Next, export the component with three props: isOpened, onClose, and children. IsOpened is boolean for knowing to show or to hide the modal, onClose for closing it, and children for dynamic content. Let's go and use this component in app.js. Now it would be nice to give it props it needs. Some component is gonna be children, so it goes between opening and closing tags. For isOpened we need the state, let's create it. And on onClosed we are just gonna set isOpened to false. The last thing that we should do in app.js is some button that will be opening our modal. Okay. Now let's return to modal, and here the first thing I'm gonna do is return null if modal is not opened. Next, we need to return two divs with overlay and container classes and children in it. Let's copy paste these two into CSS file. Now I'm gonna click show component button to see what's going on. Okay, now it looks completely not how it should, so let's go ahead and change styles. Overlay class will have position fixed and we need to stretch it across the entire screen. And for that we set top and left to 0, height and width to 100%. To darken the screen behind the modal, we're gonna use background color black with transparency 0.5 and backdrop filter for a nice blurry effect. Now let's jump to container class and set some styles to make it look like actual container. To place it to the center of the screen, let's add these three styles to overlay. And final style here is padding. We need it because otherwise on mobile screens it would stick to the edges of the page. Cool, it looks good now. What left to do is the ability to close the modal. It's very common to close modals by clicking on overlay, so let's add such a listener. And here call onClose. It works just fine except one thing, it's closing even if you click on the container. To prevent this, we can check if a target is actually the current target, and only in this case close the modal. For clarity, target is the deepest element in DOM that you clicked, whereas current target is an element on which we added onClick listener. You can place here some button or cross icon for closing the modal, but I'll leave it as it is. And that's it, modal component is done. Really easy, don't you think? Let's now check it on different screen widths. If you liked this video and it was helpful for you, leave a like down below and comment what you want to see next. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.